Hello, passengers, and welcome to the Midnight Train, America's second favorite and quite possibly unluckiest podcast, where we bring the dark to light, where history never dies, and where listener discretion is always advised. We dive into, make fun of, and joke about the creepy and unsolved mysteries of the world, all while bringing you as much information on each topic as possible. Well, we hope. Yes, we're a lighthearted, somewhat comedy podcast. And things
we're funny in our own minds.
Correct. But we do talk about some pretty dark topics, all right? And if you're not into people making jokes about some dark topics, then listen, no hard feelings. Maybe we're not for you. But if you are into that, even though we're not going to disparage anybody, we're not making fun of, any victims or anything like that, but we are going to make fun of things that need to be made fun of. But if you're into that, so welcome aboard. I am your host, the conductor, the cryptic Jonathan Sayer, and of course with me in the co-host chair, it's the one, it's the only, it's Mr. Moody.
It's probably a good thing that I am the only one.
Hello, sir.
Hi.
Hi. How's it going?
It's going. How are you?
It was so like, yeah. I'm okay. Yeah, I'm okay. And it's good to be doing another episode. If you guys haven't been paying attention, we've been dropping a lot more bonus episodes and regular episodes. In fact, our Patreon bonus just recently was so fantastic that let's just say that there was there's an onslaught of messages due to a song that was put and created specifically for it. And that's all I'm going to tell you guys. If you want to listen, get over to patreon.com/The Midnight Train Podcast, or go to themidnighttrainpodcast.com and, sign up over there, But yeah, that's the way we do it over here.
It's the new hit jam, dude.
It is in fact the new hit jam. In fact, I tell you what, let's save the rest of the business stuff until the end. Okay. Let's just jump into this episode. Let's turn down the lights.
Yeah.
Adjust our seats.
Okay.
Grab a drink. And let's get widowy.
Oh.
But first, here's a toast to all you beautiful motherfuckers.
Squire King, velvet in the gutter, silver tongue, ink on the glove, writing deals in the backroom shadows, selling fantasy, buying love. Squire King, lord of the alleys, paint on stone in the lazy swing, crown made out of unpaid favors. I'm the choir, I'm the king.
So good.
I'm the choir, I'm the king.
That's right, baby.
Jesus Christ, it's so good. And if you want to know the story behind that, sign up for Patreon. That's all I'm saying.
And get the rest of that jam.
That's right.
It's fucking tasty.
Absolutely. All right. So listen.
We gotta get those shirts out too.
Yes. Well, they're. I haven't put that up yet. Okay, those shirts.
Okay.
They will be up. I will do it tonight after the show, after I'm done posting.
Yes.
So when you guys are listening to this, hopefully, I'll have that up so you guys can have your own.
I am 100% getting one of those and wearing it 7 days a week, dude.
You can get your own Squire G t-shirts. All right. So listen, there are things in this world that don't hunt you; they wait. In the quiet corners of your life, places you don't look twice, under the lip of a chair, beneath the breath of a basement wall, something builds. Not a web you'd recognize, not the delicate symmetry of a storybook spider. No, this is chaos. A tangle of silk like snapped nerves, like something went wrong. And at the center of it, she waits. The Black Widow spider. Glossy, still perfectly black, except for that mark. That red hourglass, glowing like a warning you were never meant to see. Nature doesn't decorate without reason. That mark says one thing: this will hurt. But the widow doesn't chase you. She doesn't stalk you. She doesn't need to. You come to her. A hand reaching where it shouldn't, a shoe left in the dark too long, a moment of pressure, of contact, and then nothing. At first, the bite is so small, so insignificant, you might miss it entirely. Just a pinprick, a whisper. But inside you, something ancient begins to unfold. The venom moves like a signal hijacked, nerves misfiring, muscles tightening like pulled wire. Pain blooms. Not sharp, no. That would be mercy. This is deeper. A spreading, tightening grip, like your body is being slowly wrung out from the inside. Your abdomen hardens, your chest tightens, sweat beads on your skin as if your body knows something you don't yet understand. You've been claimed by something small and precise and patient. This is latrodectism. Oh my God. Latrodectism. There's the word. And while it probably won't kill you, you might wish for a moment that it would. Because the widow doesn't need to kill you. She just needs you to remember that she exists. Okay, now let's just strip away the dramatics here on this right now. And ironically, let's get a little more disturbing. Because this is real. All right, so let's talk about some cases of this shit. A man in the Midwest, very similar, to Ohio weather, reached into his garage to grab a tarp. He just reached in there. He felt a slight prick in his finger, and he ignored it. Within 30 to 60 minutes, he had localized pain in his legs, mild swelling. 2 to 3 hours later, he had severe abdominal cramping, pain radiating into his lower back, and then profuse sweating. He thought it was appendicitis. At the ER, doctors initially weren't sure because black widow bites often mimic kidney stones, appendicitis, and heart issues in older patients. Only after noticing muscle rigidity and a small bite mark did they suspect a black widow. Well, he was treated with pain management and muscle relaxers, full recovery, but described the pain as, quote, unlike anything I've ever felt. Then there was a young child that was bitten after putting on shoes that were left outside overnight. Within 15 minutes, he was crying, sharp, localized pain. 1 hour later, muscle spasms begin. 2 to 4 hours later, a full body cramping and difficulty breathing. Children and elderly are more vulnerable due to body size and sensitivity to venom. And they did require the antivenom, but the symptoms escalated rapidly and were considered life-threatening without the treatment. Luckily, he did recover.
Always check your shoes.
Then there was a woman that never saw the spider. She woke up with severe abdominal pain, nausea, chest tightness. She was initially treated for a cardiac event. Hours later, a small red mark was found on her thigh. And, of course, it was latrodectism. Many victims never see the spider. The encounter is so brief, it's almost abstract, like being attacked by the environment itself. The venom, which is called alpha-lactotoxin, there you go, causes a massive release of neurotransmitters, especially this word, acetylcholine. Hey, I think I got that. In simple terms, your nerves fire uncontrollably. Muscles contract repeatedly. Pain signals amplify. It's less like being poisoned and more like your body is being forced into overdrive against its will. So deaths are extremely rare in modern medicine, so that's a good thing. Most bites happen when the spider is accidentally pressed against skin, so it's not haunting you. It's not coming after you. And black widows are not aggressive hunters of human beings. But here's the part that sticks with people. You can share space with one for weeks without ever knowing. Until one moment, one movement, one wrong place, and suddenly the quietest creature in the room becomes the loudest thing in your entire body.
Gotcha, bitch!
Just kidding, passengers. I mean, not really, but the black widows we're talking about are much more deadly than this fucking spider. And hopefully everybody out there right now has got like the heebie-jeebies and you're looking in your shoes now because the black widow.
You should. I found a dead chipmunk in my shoe one time.
I have so many questions.
I just went out to my garage and I picked up my shoe and I put my hand in there to like whatever, like pull the tongue out or whatever, to put my shoe on. And there was a dead chipmunk in there. Crawled in my shoe and fucking died, dude.
Did it die from the smell?
It's quite possible.
It got in there like, oh, this will be, oh shit.
Yeah, it didn't stand a chance. And I was like 17 at the time, so it was probably really bad.
That sucks. Well,
Poor little fucker.
Poor little chipmunk didn't stand a chance. But we are not talking about the Black Widow spiders today. We're talking about the women and the men who loved them. And then, were murdered. So women on average commit way less murder than men, and statistically, it's just absolutely true. Globally, males account for roughly 88 to 90% of all homicides. The interesting thing about these stats is that even though women commit a fraction of the murders that men do, they are more likely to murder intimate partners, children, and family members than their male counterparts. So, I'd maybe just stop pissing off your wives and girlfriends. Just saying. We don't want to be writing about anybody else out there. So, yeah, just be nice. Be nice. Because, women, what is it? Women kill for emotion and men kill for everything else, I guess. I don't know. Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah, we're fucking assholes. So, Black Widow killers usually fall into the serial killer category, as most have several victims over an extended period of time. Researchers found that male serial killers tend to hunt their victims who are often strangers to them. Female serial killers tend to gather their victims, targeting people around them who they may already know, often for financial gain. Targeting people around them who they may already know. And after analyzing the data, the researchers found male serial killers were almost 6 times as likely to kill a stranger, while female serial killers were nearly twice as likely to kill a person they already knew. Yikes. I don't know which is scarier in that moment.
I know, right?
I mean, truthfully, which is worse?
I feel like, honestly, I would say, I think killing people you already know, because, killing a stranger, there's no attachment to it, right? So you can kind of detach yourself from the situation. But,
yeah, but you're 6 times more likely.
Think about it. And this is a terrible situation, right? But if you had to make the decision, right, to kill somebody you loved or an absolute stranger, and you had to make the choice, who the fuck are you going to kill? You're gonna choose the stranger, right?
Yes.
Well, okay, I don't like that answer necessarily, but all right.
I mean, who is it?
Who's who?
I don't know. If a little old lady is the stranger, or I don't know, my Uncle Bill, who's a...
I said somebody you love. If you don't love your Uncle Bill, don't...
I love my Uncle Bill.
I'm just saying, say it was your kid or a little old lady. You're going to kill the little old lady, right? You had to pick one. You're going to kill the little old lady every time.
Yeah, unfortunately, probably. Sorry.
I mean, the nice thing about it is, if it was a little old lady, she's going to die soon anyways. Right?
Yeah. I mean, if there's any kind of...
My point is,
yeah,
there's no attachment to killing a stranger, right? If you're going off and killing your wife and your kid and there's something there's something there. That's fucked up. That's way more crazy to me than killing a stranger.
Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah, because you do have an emotional connection to these people. At least you should. And
right. Supposedly your loved ones.
Uh-huh.
We just did that familicide bonus, right?
Mm-hmm.
That was that shit is crazy to me.
Yeah, no, I do.
You go years and years and so your family's there with you, you have kids and your wife, you've been married for 20 something years and whatever, and then just one day they snap and kill their whole family.
Yeah.
That to me is way scarier than somebody going into a crowded place and just shooting up the place.
Just picking up random people. Yeah. Well, here's a fun stat. Additionally, 65.4% of male serial killers stalked their victims compared to 3.6% of female serial killers. That is a crazy stat.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah, it's yeah.
Quote, the act of killing among male offenders seems to be part of an aggressive antisocial lifestyle, characterized by impulsivity, externalizing behaviors, and previous criminality, says Thomas Nilsson, researcher in the Sahlgrenska Academy at the University of Gothenburg. Quote, again, female homicide offenders don't seem to be characterized by the aggressive antisocial traits that are so typical for male offenders. Okay, makes sense. So with adult victims, women's murdering habits were very different from those of men. For starters, men more often used blunt objects or firearms to kill their victims, while women more often used a sharp object to kill, although they more often used asphyxia when killing a child. Yikes. Women generally appear to be more reactive than men in their violent acts, much of the time killing someone they had previously been victimized by. Okay.
Which makes some sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which is I don't want to say it's okay, but
It makes sense.
it does make sense. Most of
You've
the
been
time,
abused by somebody for years.
exactly.
Kind of seems like you're going to get to that point.
Absolutely.
It doesn't surprise anybody.
Right. Most of the time, they killed someone they knew well, most often male, an intimate partner, a family member, or a male acquaintance, and almost always in their victim or the victim's home. Okay? So in many cases, the victim was intoxicated, with the killer herself was most often under the influence of some drugs or alcohol. With Black Widow cases, the murders are done for monetary gains, such as pensions or life insurance policies. So overall, women are less likely to kill, but generally will kill someone close to them when they do. And of those killers, there are those free that are motivated by greed and will essentially keep killing for money. Those are the motherfuckers we're talking about.
The good thing of that is I'm broke, so I don't have to worry about shit.
That
I
is
ain't
true.
getting killed for money.
Yeah, you're good. You should be good, right?
I have no life insurance, so there's that.
Really?
Oh yeah, no, I can't afford that shit.
Oh, man. Well, listen, Patreon, we need more Patreon subscribers so Moody can get some life insurance for his kids. All right.
On the plus side, though, this new job I'm starting, free healthcare.
Like, you don't have to pay at all?
No. So the only time I got to pay is it's free, and then we have a $3,000 allowance for like co-pays and all that shit. If you hit that $3,000, then you have to come out of pocket for the next $3,000, which is like basically hitting your deductible at that point. And then after that, you don't have to pay anymore.
Oh, that's cool. Awesome.
So like, as long as I don't spend over $3,000 on medical shit in a year, like I don't have to pay shit for health insurance.
Wait, did you get the job?
Yeah, pending a drug test.
Okay. Are you gonna get the job?
I've been studying really hard, dude.
Good. Study very hard. Good for you.
I should ace it.
Good. I'm gonna give you
ace the test.
You get one of those.
Yes.
Yay.
Thank you. I haven't been sleeping very well lately, but
Yeah, I get it. And once it's over, it's over. So first up on our list here is Julius. Oh boy, Bueno. We're just going to say Julius, all right? Born Judy Welty in Texas in 1943, she would go on to murder husbands, boyfriends, and even her son to collect on life insurance policies. Her mother would die when she was just 4 years old, which caused her and her brother to be sent to live with her grandparents. Later, when her father remarried, the siblings went to live with her father, stepmother, and her three children, the stepmother's three children. In a preview of things to come, at the age of 14, she attacked her father, stepmother, and two stepbrothers. She would be sent to an adult jail in New Mexico, as they did not have juvenile courts or facilities back in 1957. Not a good sign. She would later attend a boarding school and graduated in 1960. In 1961, at the ripe old age of 18, she gave birth to her illegitimate son, Michael. Okay, not a good start. Just going to say, not a good start.
Really.
Yeah, doesn't
Not great.
Doesn't really bode well. In 1962, she married Air Force officer James Goodyear. The couple lived in Orlando, where they raised their son and daughter, and Michael, who James adopted. Oh, that's nice. In 1971, a few months after James returned home from a tour of duty in Vietnam, he suffered from mysterious symptoms and was admitted into the hospital. The diagnosis was renal failure. No toxicological tests were performed at the autopsy, since it was an attended death in a hospital. So he died in the hospital. So they were like, well, I guess he's fucking,
right.
Yeah.
That's what was that kidney failure?
I believe so. I'm wrong.
I'll check.
Following his death, she collected $33,000, which is roughly around $264,000 today, from a life insurance policy, and $62,000, which is roughly $496,000 today, from the Veterans Administration. Later that same year, Judy's house caught fire, and she collected additional insurance money.
Yeah.
Weird.
So renal failure is kidneys. Kidneys cannot filter waste from the blood, so your blood basically turns toxic.
And then you die. That's it. Yeah. So the following year, she began dating Bobby Joe Morris. And when he moved to Colorado in 1977, Judy and her children moved in with him. Just a few months later, Bobby Joe suffered from similar mysterious symptoms as her previous husband and was admitted to the hospital. Doctors released him. However, he collapsed at home. He was admitted to the hospital again and died 2 days later. Judy was then able to collect money from the insurance policy she had taken out on him by posting as his wife. His remains were later exhumed in 1984 after her arrest in later cases, and exams revealed acute arsenic poisoning. Yeah.
Hey.
Shucker. A couple of years later, Judy's son Michael joined the U.S. Army and was to be stationed at Fort Benning, Georgia. On his way to Georgia, he stopped to visit Judy at her home in Florida. Shortly after arriving at Fort Benning, he began to show symptoms of poisoning, and doctors found high levels of arsenic in his blood. A few weeks later, Michael's muscles in his arms and legs had atrophied to the point that he could not use his hands and required metal braces on his legs to walk. He was discharged from the Army and returned to his mother's home in Florida. That's fucked up.
Yeah, that's bad.
Oh, I mean, it's bad enough.
It gets worse.
Yeah, boy. In May of 1980, Judy took her sons Michael and James out on a canoe on Florida's East River. The canoe overturned. James and Judy were able to swim to shore. However, Michael, who was wearing his heavy metal, leg braces, drowned. After the accident, Judy collected $20,000 from Michael's military life insurance policy. The bitch killed her own son. Oh my God. After Michael's death, she opened a beauty salon in Gulf Breeze, Florida, and began dating John Gentry in 1983. A month later, John got sick and began taking vitamin C capsules that she gave him. When he got progressively sick, he was admitted to a hospital with the same symptoms as the former Sergeant Goodyear. While in the hospital, he did not take the vitamins, and, shocker, he felt better. Holy shit. However, he never suspected that Judy had been poisoning him. Of course, she began to give him the vitamin C capsules again upon his release, resulting in him developing the same symptoms once again. Before he died of poisoning, his car mysteriously exploded with him surviving the blast. Apparently, he wasn't dying as quickly as she wanted him to. By this time, the law enforcement authorities suspected old Judy here of attempted murder. In search of her home.
I like that it took that long and a car explosion.
Yeah.
After the car explosion, there's one guy's just like, you know what? Something's weird about this.
Yeah, this seems weird, right? Like,
does this, you know, I don't know.
Okay, so the first guy and the second guy and the son and now the
fourth guy.
And the fourth guy. Nah. It's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine. Don't worry about it. Well, a search of her home revealed wire and tape that matched the remains from the bomb in Gentry's car. She was so adamant on killing him that she blew his fucking car up. Oh, Judy was charged with attempted murder of Gentry and was sentenced to 12 years in prison for the car bombing. The fact that she had recently taken out a $510,000 life insurance policy on Gentry was introduced as evidence. The vitamin capsules she had given him were examined and found to contain, here's a fun word, paraformaldehyde.
Paraformaldehyde, you jackass.
Shut up, I was getting to it. Paraformaldehyde. The bombing caused investigators to reopen the case of Michael's death, along with the deaths of James Goodyear and Bobby Joe Morris. All had been given arsenic. She received a 12-year sentence for the Gentry case, a life sentence for the Michael Goodyear case, and a death sentence for the James Goodyear case. I love how each one was exacerbated.
A little bit more, and you're dead.
She walks in, they're like, okay, listen, it's only 12 years. She's like, oh, really? Yeah. It's 12 years. You're fine. She's like, oh, I could do that. Yeah. For that one. But for the other one, it's going to be a life sentence. She's probably like, well, I could probably appeal. You know, it's fine. I guess at least I'm still alive, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, Judy. Yeah. But the last one? It's death, bitch. And it's... Bye. She was.
You gonna die?
Is we gonna die? She was.
The people gonna die?
She was suspected of several other deaths, including a 1974 murder in Alabama and the 1980 death of her boyfriend Gerald Dossett. Her involvement.
She definitely did that.
She for sure did.
100%.
Her involvement in these deaths was never proved, and by the time she was suspected, she was already in Florida's death row. She never admitted to any of the killings. Okay. In 1998, at the age of 54, she became the first woman executed in Florida since 1848.
Can we just take a minute and backtrack just a smidge?
Sure.
And talk about how everything we talked about just now, all of that, and she was only 54 years old.
Yeah, that is crazy. And
mean,
that's with being on death row.
Right? Like, that's nuts. So she did all that, went through the trial, whatever, and then got thrown in jail.
That
54 years old.
It's pretty funny. Well, she was also the third woman executed in the United States since the reinstatement of the death penalty in 1976 after the moratorium.
Good for her.
Yeah, well, at least she's known for something, right?
Right, absolutely.
Yeah.
Got to have goals, right?
But that's something. Next up on the agenda is the lovable, giggling granny Nanny Doss. Aww.
This lady sounds fantastic.
Yes, I love that giggling granny. Aww.
Yeah.
Now, look, there's no way someone with the name Giggling Granny could become a cold-blooded killer, right?
You would think.
No, yeah, very wrong. Doss seemed like a sweet lady. She smiled and laughed all the time. She married, had 4 children, and spent time with her grandchildren. However, Doss was methodical, patient, and manipulative. A classic example of a female Black Widow killer. Doss was born to a family of farmers in 1905. Holy shit. In Blue Mountain, Alabama. Instead of going to school, all 5 of Jim and Louisa Hazel's children stayed at home to work on household chores and tend to the family farm, which is what you did back then.
Yeah.
You had a shitload of kids because, first of all, most of them were probably going to die before they hit puberty, and you needed help on the farm.
Yep.
So you had a shitload of kids. And again, my father was the youngest of 14, so I know all about it. Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah. And only 3 of them died before... Actually, only 3 of them died before, the rest of them all grew up to be, adults and full lives and everything. Yeah.
Like, I want to say that that's good, but it's not really that great.
Yeah, I mean, it's not the greatest odds. I mean, but, it's better than, like, half.
Also, I don't know how you could have 14 kids, because, like, I wanted to shoot myself now that I have 3.
It was necessity then. Again, they weren't having children. They were having farm hands.
But still.
You know what I mean?
Like, you still got to fucking deal with them.
Yeah, that's true.
If I had 14 kids and they were all like the 3 that I have now, bro, no.
Moody would be on this list right now.
It's possible. Very possible.
So now, at the age of 7, old Nanny here suffered a head injury while riding a train. Also, never a good sign. She would later go on to blame this head injury for her actions later in life. Possible. In her early teens. Mm-hmm. Yeah, very convenient. In her early teens, she began to fantasize about an idyllic life with the perfect husband. She would read romance magazines and ads in the Lonely Hearts section. If you guys aren't familiar with Lonely Hearts, you should also...
Don't we all do that? Don't we all do that?
Fantasize?
About the perfect husband?
Yes. Oh, I'm waiting for him. He'll be here soon. Maybe it's you, Moody.
You know what? Look, if I was ever going to marry a dude, John, it'd probably be you.
Right back at you there, big guy. All right. Hey. So, the Lonely Hearts sections back in the day were kind of like not tender, but I guess like the tender of today, where people would literally just put in ads and say single, 35-year-old man with farm seeks, woman.
It was like dating classifieds, essentially.
That's what it was, yeah. And a lot of people actually, we've talked about these in some one of the bonuses. Get over to Patreon if you want to check those out. Anyway, at the young and still gross age of 16, she would marry Charlie Braggs.
Still gross.
It's so gross. It's so gross to me. Ugh.
But at the same time, again, back in then,
it's the time.
In 1912 or whatever the fuck
it doesn't make it less gross. It makes it prevalent. Not at all. It's prevalent for the time. I get that, but it's still
right.
Yeah,
oh, absolutely.
She'd only known the man for 4 months, okay, and then Dawson Braggs would have 4 children together between 1921 and 1927. So if you're keeping score, she was 16 when she had her first kid and had 4 between the ages of 16 and 22. Mm-hmm.
That is bad.
I really wish I had like the dueling banjos button on here.
Near.
Sorry. I can make those jokes, folks, because I am from the deep woods of fucking West Virginia. At least the family is. So
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure my grandmother was like 15 when they got married. I think.
Ew.
I know. Gross. Ugh.
Did any of them play the banjo?
Not on that side of the family. The other side of the family, they did. Yeah.
There were banjo players.
Yes. The way more hillbilly side, my mother's side, where they didn't have running water or electricity until like, I don't know, 1990.
Wow.
Yeah. We used to go down there and they'd have the potbelly stove or whatever it's called. And they'd bring out the banjo, the jug, and what's the washboard?
Oh yeah,
and
dude.
then
you're serious right now.
I'm dead ass serious. Yeah,
you had like family jug band hour.
Apparently, I didn't know what the fuck was going on. They were like, "Hey, what? Yeah, I want to hear a song," and we're like, "Okay."
That's amazing, dude.
And then all of a sudden, apparently it was a little cousin of mine. I don't know. I don't even remember her name, but she couldn't have been but 5 or 6. She comes out while they're playing, and she starts doing like a little jig and just dancing.
Yes, dude.
Dude, it was the most.
The old hillbilly jigs, dude.
Swear to God. I swear to God that happened.
Was there a wash tub bass or no?
I don't remember that.
Oh, man.
I'm just trying to remember it. But my uncle, the one who was playing the guitar, he may have been playing the banjo. He's also the one that went out turkey hunting with someone and shot and killed a man because he had a red handkerchief around his neck.
And he thought it was a turkey?
Well, he went to prison for it. So, yeah. Uh-huh.
We need to do an episode about your family.
Yeah. Listen, this is why I can make these jokes. So anyway, shockingly, her marriage here fell apart with old Charlie Braggs, and the happy couple lived with Braggs' mother, but she had the same abusive type of behavior as Doss's father. Perhaps it was her mother-in-law that kickstarted Doss's murdering spree here. That same year, 1927, 3 of the children died under mysterious circumstances. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mysterious. Mysterious. 1 minute they were perfectly healthy, then all of a sudden they died seemingly without a cause. And this is in 1927. They're not finding anything.
No,
you got a dead kid. That's what
they just assumed. They just assumed it was going to happen anyway.
Right? How old was she? 4. Well, hey, better than 3. You know, like. I mean,
this one's a teenager. Holy shit. That's middle age, bro.
Was she helping with the chores? After this happened, the couple divorced, and Braggs rolled out with the oldest daughter, Melvina, and left Doss with the newborn girl, Florine, at his mother's house. Okay,
Melvina and Florine.
Those are some names, buddy. Yeah, Melvina,
Florine
Braggs. Yeah, Braggs. Oh, okay, Braggs is actually kind of a tough name. So,
it's not bad.
Doss headed back to the Lonely Hearts columns and found her a new victim. Husband. Frank Harrelson was an abusive alcoholic from Florida. Hey!
All right, we're off to a good start.
Woo! This is going to be good. The pair met through correspondence through the Lonely Hearts columns, and Harrelson wrote her romantic letters, while Doss responded with racy letters. Ooh, and photos. What do you think those are like?
Ankles.
I was going to say. Her knee.
Did you get the picture of my elbow?
A little bit of shoulder, a freckle on her shoulder. Oh, Lord. Oh, that's so
Or
nice.
she's wearing one of those, or it was like her in one of those like old, like one piece, like old lady suit, like with the knickers and the, like, you know what I mean?
The bloomers underneath.
Yeah, the bloomers.
Let me see a little bit of them bloomers. Oh, that's how I like it. So word on the streets is that she actually had some pretty sexy ankles. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. I have no idea. So the marriage lasted 16 years this time, despite the abuse.
Not bad.
Despite the abuse. During this marriage, Doss most likely was responsible for the deaths of her granddaughter and grandson. She was also suspected of using a hairpin to stab her newborn granddaughter in the brain. What the actual fuck? Ugh. And a few months later, her 2-year-old grandson died of asphyxiation while in her care. These were the children.
Clearly an accident.
Yes. It seems like it. These were the children of her oldest daughter, Melvina, that she had with her ex-husband, Bragg. So I wonder if maybe she had like some sort of contention there.
Little resentment there.
Yeah. Ugh. How stabbed a newborn with a hairpin in the brain.
Must have been like through the ear or something, I assume.
I guess. Or eye, maybe?
Ugh.
I mean, there's really only two ways you could do that.
That's fucking weird. That's gross. That's really disturbing.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
A newborn.
Yeah. Oof. Don't like that. In September of 1945, it was Harrelson's turn. After celebrating the end of World War II one night... Fuck, she's old. Like, holy fuck. After celebrating the end of World War II, you know, like...
Huzzah!
Like, woo! Oh my god, roll out the barrel.
It was like the Super Bowl back then.
Yeah, oh yeah. I'm sure they were happy. I'm just saying, like, just
I'd have been stoked, yeah.
putting it into context.
It's a big deal.
That's so old.
Just like sitting around watching one of those televisions with like a 4-inch screen, but the cabinet was like 4 feet tall. You know, just like, woo, we won.
And weighed like
Just can't
500
see
pounds.
shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude.
Made out of solid oak. But the screen was like like 2 inches wide.
Yeah.
Well, so Harrelson's sitting out there and celebrating the end of World War II, and she decided to slip some poison into his jug of moonshine. Yep. Which sounds fitting,
Oh my god.
and I guess there's worse ways to go, I guess. But a week later, he was unfortunately dead. People assumed he died of food poisoning. Could have been the moonshine. Meanwhile, white lightning got him. Meanwhile, Doss collected enough life insurance money from Harrelson's death to buy a plot of land and a house near Jacksonville.
Oh.
Now, Arlie Lanning from Lexington, Kentucky, responded to another Lonely Hearts ad placed by Doss. Doss would play the loving wife until 1952 when she slipped poison into one of his meals, and shockingly, he died shortly after.
Huh.
Lanning was a heavy drinker, so his death was attributed to that fact.
Sure.
Nobody is putting anything together at this point.
No, they don't care.
Oh, honey, she just got real bad luck.
I mean, think about it though. She's smarter than we're giving her credit for. Because if you don't think she's picking these dudes for a reason, sorry about the dogs. By the
I was
way.
going to say, is that your dogs right now?
Yeah, my wife must be home.
Poochie, poochie, poochie. No,
But,
anyway,
like, think about it though. She's picking those dudes for a reason, right? Like
Right.
some dude that just drinks constantly. If he just goes out because like organ failure or something,
oh, you're
they're not
saying
going to think. They're, you know what I mean?
like kind
They're
of
gonna
a
be like, oh well, he
preconceived
fucking
notion.
drank. He drank 6 gallons of liquor a day, and the other dude's drinking fucking moonshine from God knows where.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like they're not going to think twice about that shit.
definitely not the healthiest, the healthiest of lifestyles.
Definitely not the healthiest way to
Suffering
live.
succotash. It's not the healthiest. Jesus. Doss would then move to onto another man named Richard Morton of Emporia, Kansas. Around this time, Doss was tending a lot to her mother, who needed a caretaker after feeling and breaking her hip. Falling. Okay,
Falling.
sorry. Again.
Falling.
She fell and broke her hip. So here's the fucked up part. She's literally killing multiple people, family members, husbands, whatever, but yet she has the empathy to take care of her mother who fell and broke her hip.
I don't really think she was empathetic about it. I think that she had to because nobody else would, and it was just like, well, I have to do it. I think it actually might mention that in here. It might say something about that.
It's possible. Well, this kept her from finding out right away that Morton enjoyed the company of other women. Uh-oh. Oddly enough, her mother died shortly after she agreed to be her caretaker. Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
I take back everything I said. Mm-hmm. And in an incredible coincidence, one of her sisters happened to die shortly after their mother's death after coming in contact with Doss. Oh, man. She just has the worst luck. Jesus.
I know, right, dude? I feel bad for this lady.
Yeah.
There's people dying all around her.
Just such, I mean, life just kind of grabs you by the boo-boo sometimes, doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah. Well, at any rate, after she was done, quote, taking care of her mother, she was able to get back to her living husband, who, in another cruel twist of fate, happened to... What do you think happened? Yep. He died shortly after after this whole thing happened. So he died under, quote, mysterious circumstances, obviously. But okay, so the good news for Doss was that all of this crazy, mysterious death surrounding her was about to come to an end. Okay,
Oh, good.
It's good, right?
You know, she finally gets a reprieve.
Yeah. The bad news is that it's because she was stupid. Her last husband was a man named Samuel Doss from Tulsa, Oklahoma. By all
there's
accounts,
the name. There's the nanny Doss.
That's where her name came from. By all accounts, he seemed like a decent husband. Not an alcoholic, wasn't abusive, but he did make one little mistake. He told his wife that she could only read magazines and watch television that were for educational purposes. The nerve.
So he was like a wholesome guy.
Yeah, and he's like, listen, I don't care what you do. I don't hit you. I don't ask much of you. All I ask is that whatever you watch and or read, maybe make it educational. No, I don't know if he said that.
No smut books.
I don't want that Reader's Digest in here, okay? You keep that damn Reader's Digest shit out of here. Well, oddly enough, he soon fell ill and was admitted to the hospital. He did not die, however, and spent a month recovering in the hospital. So that's good. A few days after he returned home, well, guess what happened? Yep, he fucking died.
He died, yeah.
He died, yeah. Turns out the first time he ate a prune cake laced with poison.
It's bad enough you're eating a prune cake.
Yep.
Then you got to poison that?
Things aren't good if you're eating prune cakes. I'm just
He
saying.
must have shit himself a lot,
Yet.
too.
So that was the first time. Remember, he recovered from that. But then when he got home, she poisoned his coffee. So now, the stupid part. The doctor who treated her fifth and final husband has suspected some foul play during his month-long hospitalization. But he didn't have any proof. So the doctor convinced Doss, who was to receive 2 life insurance benefits after the fifth husband's death, to let him perform an autopsy. The physician said it was a good idea because the autopsy would save lives. Also, this doctor's like, listen.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And she's probably like, what's an autopsy? I don't know what that is.
If it's about saving lives, count me in.
Because she's really good at it. Oh, my God. So the doctor then found huge amounts of arsenic in Samuel Doss's body and then told the cops. Nanny Doss,
Gotcha, bitch.
She was arrested in 1954. She soon confessed to killing 4 of her 5 ex-husbands, but not the family members. Authorities exhumed some of Doss's previous victims and found extraordinary amounts of arsenic or rat poison in their bodies. It turns out that a common household ingredient at the time was a potent way to kill people, and without anyone suspecting a thing. The grinning granny's calling card was to poison her loved ones with drinks or food spiked with huge amounts of poison. In all, authorities suspect she killed as many as 12 fucking people, most of whom were blood related to her. That's crazy. And by the way, arsenic is in it's in rat poison. Back in the day, it was.
Yeah.
It may still actually be a little bit in there, but yeah. So rat poison was prevalently available everywhere.
Yep.
And so you just take a little bit, you crumble it up, and you put it right into somebody's food, and they ain't gonna notice until a smart ass doctor goes, How about an autopsy?
So the crazy thing is I'm looking like at pictures of her right now, and I'm looking at her mug shot, right? And she is fucking smiling. Like, it's not like a big old grin, but she's like got a little like smirk on her face, you know? Every other picture of her, dude, she's smiling and laughing. Like, funny. Legitimately.
So I actually have in here, it says they called her the giggling granny because whenever she would speak about the killing, she would smile and laugh about it. That's fucking crazy. So Nanny Doss, old giggling granny here, died in prison in 1965 of leukemia. Well, giggling granny. Next up, we're heading to Japan to meet up with a wonderful little lady here. And we're going to be talking about Chisako Kakeki. And I'm sure I'm butchering that name.
Come again? What was it?
Chisako Kakehi? Kekehi. It's Japanese, so I'm going to say Kekehi, right? Chisako Kekehi.
You can say whatever you want. It still ain't going to be right.
Yeah, it's not going to be right. Anyway, we'll call her Chisako. So the interesting thing here is that she didn't start killing until she was already 61 years old.
Oh, there's still time for me then.
Yeah, maybe she just got tired of shit. So born in Japan.
I guess, you know what? If you're going to do it, that's not a bad idea though, right?
Yeah, because
you've already lived your life and you've already done what you want to do. And then like at that point, what the fuck's the matter?
Exactly. Fuck it. Right. So born in Japan's southwestern Saga prefecture, Kakehi worked at a printing factory and married her first husband in 1969 when she was just 23 years old.
69.
That marriage lasted 25 years until her husband got sick and passed away in 1994. By 2007, she had entered into a relationship with 78-year-old Toshiaki Suhiro. Suhiro. There it goes. Toshiaki Suhiro. I just want to make sure I'm at least attempting to say it correctly. On the afternoon of December 18, 2007, Kakehi had lunch with Suhiro and his children. Suhiro took health supplements, making it easy for Kakehi to disguise a cyanide capsule as one of his pills and give it to him. Now, okay, cyanide seems so much worse than arsenic to me.
It's super fast. It kills you like immediately.
And isn't it like real, like an aggressive thing?
I don't know. I honestly don't know. I've never had it, so I couldn't tell you.
I mean, that's what they used to use. When they
put the little.
I got it. Yeah, yeah, but they put the capsules.
I was waiting to see if you would actually catch that.
Yeah, so like the Nazis and stuff, when they get captured,
yeah, they had
they'd have the capsule and they bite down on it. It's not like they had arsenic in there, so I'm assuming arsenic's got to be slower, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, listen to I mean, they like the arsenic like is one of those ones that they kind of poison you over time with. Give you a little bit here and there, whatever.
Yeah.
Cyanide, though, is one of those ones that like it doesn't take a lot and it will kill you like immediately.
Well, speaking of which, within 15 minutes, he had collapsed in the street, gasping for air. He was unconscious and still gasping when the ambulance arrived. He made it to the hospital, and it was determined he was suffering from internal asphyxiation. Suhiro survived, though, the only one of Kakehi's 4 victims to do so. But he was left with incurable higher dysfunction and visual impairment. He ended up passing away a year and a half later due to an unrelated illness. Poor guy. So now there's Masanori Honda. He was 71 years old, in decent shape for his age, enjoyed being active, and unfortunately was just getting into a relationship with Kakehi. And it's unclear how they met, but in 2011, they told friends, who were also unsure how long the couple were even dating, that they were planning to get married. Okay. 71? Look at these guys. All right, I love that. Even though we know what happens here. On March 9th of 2012, she met Honda at a store. Then the two went their separate ways. Around 5 p.m. that day, he lost consciousness while riding a motorcycle. Less than 2 hours later in a hospital, doctors confirmed his death. Evidence later showed that Kakehi had no plans to live out her years with Honda. Yikes. 2 months before his death, in January of 2012, she had already begun secretly dating other men through a dating agency. She's in her 60s. And she's stepping out on this dude. That's so fucked up. The next guy in line for the festivities was a 75-year-old cancer survivor. Oh, come on. Who was getting back into being in great health and had found a new love.
So, real quickly, just throwing it out, I found that the lethal dose of cyanide in humans is as low as 50 to 100 milligrams.
Okay.
From one single dose.
Okay. What about arsenic?
You can't hear me either. I'm talking to myself right now.
I might leave that in just because I'm sitting here going like everyone's like suspense right now.
I'm just talking to nobody, dude.
Oh, God damn it. Oh my God. That was funny. I'm like, my eyes are watering. Oh, shit. That was funny.
70 to 200 milligrams or 1 milligram per day.
Oh, yeah. I guess the other one, the cyanide's a lot faster acting, huh?
I was going to say, it seems like cyanide works way faster, though.
Yeah. Well, by August of 2013, Hayoki appeared devoted to Kakehi. Okay, writing. This is the 75-year-old cancer survivor, writing to her in an email that he wanted to, quote, stay together forever. They were close, often eating together and spending the night in each other's homes. Their romance came to an end on September 20th when the couple went out for dinner, because, of course, it did. Hayoki took a grandchild. It says, and I quote, Hayoki took a grandchild of supplements for his health.
It's a lot of fucking supplements, dude.
I don't think that's what it is. So he took supplements for his health. And this was easy. A whole grandchild? Damn!
Also, can we just
That's a lot of supplements.
can we just say that if I wasn't on any lists before, I
You
am
are now.
certainly being monitored at the moment.
Oh, yeah.
Because I've just looked up what the lethal doses of cyanide and arsenic are, and now I'm looking up which is more lethal.
If something happens to your wife, you're in shit trouble, dude.
Dude, I am in trouble.
Yep.
Big trouble.
Yes, sir. So make sure you be nice to her. So now, obviously, he's taking all these supplements, so it was easy for Kakehi to slip, the old cyanide pill into his food without him ever suspecting anything, or his supplement, should I say. Just after he finished his meal, he lost consciousness. When the ambulance arrived, he was breathing painfully and gasping. Sounds familiar, right? Despite knowing he had children and had recovered from his cancer, Kakehi lied to the ambulance crew, claiming he had no family and was suffering terminal lung cancer. When they offered the resuscitation procedure, she refused permission to resuscitate him, and he died within 2 hours. Wow, she is an evil bitch. Two months later, Kakehi had already remarried. 2 months later, to
Dude, I know.
Isao Kakehi, which is where she gets her surname from. And according to reports, only weeks after the marriage, she started seeing other men on the side. She's in her fucking 60s.
Yeah, she don't give a fuck anymore.
Holy shit, she gets around. And I mean, that's fine. I'm not negating anyone. Like, listen, especially in your 60s, if you're able to get it. But not while you're with someone else and married and killing them all. I mean, you know what I mean? There's got to be some sort of scruples here.
Right.
So Isao was none the wiser, though, with her seeing other dudes or whatever, and planned to spend a long life with his wife, of course. Within weeks of their marriage, the newlyweds suffered a cardiopulmonary arrest shortly after eating dinner at home with his new wife. She called the ambulance. Huh?
So that tracks.
Uh-huh. She called the ambulance, which rushed him to the hospital, and he died an hour later. Well, after all this nonsense, the police finally began to suspect something might possibly be going on with her. Now, autopsies are rare in Japan and are typically only performed when there is suspicion of foul play, which may be why the deaths of her former partners went largely unnoticed at the time. But Isao Kakehi's death was considered suspicious enough to warrant an autopsy, which revealed lethal amounts of, what do you think it was?
Peanut butter.
No, not peanut butter. I mean, it could have been, but that's not what I have in front of me.
Oh.
What exactly is a lethal dose of peanut butter? Is it a grandchild's worth?
Ew, it's quite possible.
Thank you. Yes, thank you. Thank you so much. God damn it.
God, dude.
No,
I'm actually going to look up what the lethal dose of peanut butter is.
You should do that, yes. No, it was cyanide, and they found it in his heart, in his blood, and stomach, as well as erosion in his stomach. Days after his death, authorities found health supplement pills and empty capsules in Kakehi's apartment, suggesting that she had emptied the health supplements and refilled them with cyanide that had been ground to a powder. Wow. In August of 2014, investigators discovered their smoking gun in Isao Kakehi's apartment. Buried in a pot plant his wife had thrown out was a plastic bag. I'm going to assume that's potted plant, not an actual pot plant.
I mean,
2014 in Japan, you can get shot for that shit, right?
probably still today.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, which I don't know. If we have any Japanese listeners, please tell us. But it was thrown out with a plastic bag containing traces of cyanide. Okay, so there it is. Smoking gun, boom. The color of the bag and its contents suggested the cyanide had been buried for several months. And the same type of plastic zipper storage bag was found in Kakehi's apartment. Kakehi had obtained the cyanide from her job at the printing factory.
Interesting.
What do you need? I'm sure it's some sort of chemical bonding agent or some shit like that.
I mean, pest control. Who knows?
Oh, yeah, that's true, too. 2 months later, police arrested Kakehi. After interrogations over numerous months, Kakehi eventually confessed to poisoning Honda, Hayoki, and Suhiro with cyanide capsules. Police also believe Kakehi was linked to the killings of 4 other men on top of the 4 she was charged with. The prosecutors ultimately decided against indicting her for those due to insufficient evidence, according to NHK. In the end, it turned out that she was driven by greed. She owed her first victim 48 million yen, which equated to right around $437,000. She killed him. Yeah, that's a lot. She killed him so she wouldn't have to repay him. In the end, it's estimated that between inheritance, valuables, and other assets, she gained somewhere between 500 million yen and 800 million yen, or between $4.5 million and $7.3 million by killing her husbands. Whew, she was prosecuted, sentenced to death, and thrown in prison.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, that's a lot of fucking money, dude.
Seriously.
Oddly enough,
she would have been really disappointed in me then.
Why?
Because she wouldn't have got shit.
Well, I mean, she probably wouldn't have killed you for... You might have actually been okay.
That's what I'm saying, dude. I got nothing to worry about.
You ain't got shit. She can't take shit.
That's what I'm saying. I am never going to get killed by a Black Widow because I have nothing.
That is true. That is true. You and Kakehi could have been like just solid for the rest of your lives.
I don't own a house. I have no money. I have nothing. I talk to myself. It's ridiculous.
If I could hug you right now, I'd give you a hug. Oh my God. So oddly enough, okay, there is a service. Wait, hold on. This is not right. It can't be. Oh, no, there's another Black Widow killer also awaiting death in prison in Japan named Kanai Kajimi. She's on death row for killing 3 men and making it look like suicide. And she was also monetarily motivated. While researching Kakehi, we found out that she just died in prison somewhat recently. It seems she passed away possibly from illness on December of 2024.
Yeah.
Wow, that's pretty wild.
Yeah.
Damn, well, wait a minute. 2024. So she was 61. So she was like in her 70s when she died?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So some quick hitters here for these crazy fucks. And we've talked about Belle Gunness before. She was a Black Widow, which used the Lonely Heart ads and stuff like that. There's a ton of them out there. Like Blanche Taylor Moore, born Blanche Kaiser in 1933 in North Carolina, was a convicted murderer known for poisoning victims with arsenic.
Yeah.
Raised by an abusive alcoholic father who forced her into prostitution. Oh, shit.
Oh, my God.
Yep. She later married James Taylor. Not that James Taylor. In
James Taylor?
Man who ran away on a horse with no name, and had 2 children.
James Taylor?
That's not?
No.
Yeah, who is it? No, that's Jim Croce. My bad.
That's not Jim Croce either.
Who the fuck is it then?
It's America.
That's who sings that song? No,
99% positive.
No, in my head, I'm thinking, I've seen fire and I've seen rain.
I've seen fire and rain. That's
James Taylor.
Yes, that's James Taylor.
Okay, yay. Yay. Okay, so now...
But not that James Taylor.
Not that. No, she didn't marry that guy. But they did have 2 children while working at Kroger. Yeah, there you go. I like Kroger. Yeah. She began an affair with her manager at the time, Raymond Reed, in 1962. After her husband died in 1971, she continued the relationship with Reed, later becoming involved with another Kroger manager, Devin Denton, and receiving a $275,000 settlement from a sexual harassment lawsuit. Wow, back in the 70s? That's wild.
Yeah.
Holy
that is
shit.
kind of crazy, actually.
Yeah.
That's
from Kroger, of all places. What the fuck?
They paid her in canned goods.
Here are your chickpeas, ma'am. 5 truckloads of them. and lima beans and what's hominy? That's what I believe that those people were eating at the time. Hominy. And if you don't know what hominy is, it's fucking gross. I hate it.
It is.
Ugh.
It is gross.
Ugh. It's like weird pickled corn or some shit. It's just disgusting. Anyway, I don't even know why I'm talking about it. She eventually began a relationship with Reverend Dwight Moore. In 1986, Raymond Reed died after a mysterious illness. Moore married Dwight in 1989, but soon after, he fell severely ill. Doctors discovered he had extremely high levels of arsenic, though he survived with lasting health problems. Investigators exhumed the bodies of Moore's father, husband, and Reed, all of whom were found to have arsenic in their systems. Evidence showed Moore had been feeding Reed arsenic-laced food in the fucking hospital. Authorities believe her poisoning spree spanned from 1968 to 1989 and may have included additional victims. She was arrested in 1989 and convicted in 1990 for Reed's murder. She was sentenced to death in 1991 and remains on death row in North Carolina with her execution delayed by appeals. What the fuck?
Interesting.
That is crazy. Like, what
Also, in case anybody out there is wondering about hominy, it is dried corn kernels that have been treated with an alkalized solution like lime or lye in a process called nixtamalization, which softens them and removes the hull, making them more nutritious and versatile.
It's gross. It's just.
I mean, you don't treat all your food with lye or lime.
Isn't it what you use when you bury somebody?
Yeah, you throw some lime on there,
Yeah.
dissolve the body, and make it stink less.
And they put it on corn. Dehydrated corn, right?
It's corn.
It's so gross. If anyone, my dad used to, I'm not going to get into it anyway. It's so gross. Ugh, that dude had the weirdest.
It's not good.
Speaking
It's
of
weirdly
hillbillies,
chewy. It's like chewy.
it's so weird.
chewy corn.
It's
weird.
gross. Gross. Ugh. Anyway, next up, we have Stacy Castor. Born on July 24th, 1967, New York-born Stacy Castor became notoriously dubbed as, quote, the Black Widow in the media for the murders she committed. Her first victim was her first husband, Michael Wallace, who she married in 1998. In 2000, Michael succumbed to a heart attack and died. However, when his corpse was exhumed for a toxicology screening years later, investigators revealed that he was killed through antifreeze poisoning. Hey, there's a new one.
Hey,
We got a
that's
new one.
different.
Yeah, we got a new one on the table. Hey,
She's going different. She's bucking the trends.
which I'm going to say that because this is later, that this, I don't want to say it's common, but I know that when people were poisoning other people, they used antifreeze a lot because
it's very sweet.
it's sweet and
That's why people that are real assholes feed it to animals.
right. Yeah. Fuck those people. It's so fucked up because I mean, it acts just like the other things we talked about, the cyanide, the fucking, the other one. What the hell was it called? The other one?
That would be arsenic.
Thank you. It's horrible for you. It just tears your insides up, and it's actually pretty undetectable too, unless they're looking for it. But it spikes a certain like enzyme or something in your system, and that's how they actually realize that that's what it is. Anyway, Michael's corpse was uncovered and examined in relation to investigators considering Stacy a suspect in his homicide, as well as the homicide of her second husband, David. Stacy and David married in 2003, and they met while working together at the latter's air conditioning and installation and repair company. On August 22nd of 2005, David was found dead in his bedroom after Stacy called the police when he didn't show up at their place of work. Although his death was initially ruled as suicide, a police investigation revealed that he succumbed to antifreeze poisoning, similar to how Michael died. And
So, real quick, sorry. Antifreeze poisoning. The onset of antifreeze poisoning is basically like you're drunk. It says it has alcohol-like symptoms at stage 1, which is 30 minutes to 12 hours. You have euphoria, nausea, vomiting, abdominal pain, drowsiness, lack of coordination. Like you're fucking wasted. It's like alcohol poisoning.
So if you put it in someone's alcohol and they're consuming a substantial amount,
But right, so they'll
not that
think
we're
they're drunk
telling
by the time
anyone
they
to do
realize.
that.
Yeah.
Just putting that
And
out
then
there.
it says 12 to 24 hours, you have rapid breathing, elevated blood pressure, heart rate, and fatigue. Still in the realm of alcohol poisoning.
Alcohol, yeah.
And then 24 to 72 hours, you have acute kidney failure, indicated
it
by
fucks your kidneys up.
decreased or no urine production, severe back pain, coma, and convulsions. A lot of that still tracks with
Alcohol
severe
poisoning.
alcohol poisoning.
Yeah, for sure. Or if you're a fucking an alcoholic and your kidneys are going fucking nuts, you know what I mean? Like it could still. Wow, that's crazy.
It says that historically it's been very sweet, but now many antifreeze products contain bittering agents to make them less, appetizing, I guess.
They got hip.
It even says it may look like juice or brightly colored beverage.
It looks like Mountain Dew.
Some of it does, yeah.
Yeah, it's like bright green, and if it was in a
And
Mountain Dew
they have
container,
they have like red antifreeze too, which looks like fucking fruit punch.
yeah, and if it's in your refrigerator in a Mountain Dew or fruit punch container, depending on the color of it, and you went in and took a swig, not now apparently because they changed it, but back in the day, you'd probably be like, oh, this fucking
weird.
Mountain Dew tastes weird.
Yeah, it's weird.
But you could fucking die from that shit. I'm glad that they got hip to, hey, people are killing other people with this shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
But it also just says many. It doesn't say all of them. So there's probably still some out there. So look, if you're looking to poison somebody, just find the right antifreeze.
No, not saying that. Not saying that on here.
I didn't say you should do it.
Okay, just saying.
I'm not advocating for antifreeze poisoning by any stretch of the imagination.
Unless they deserve it. Anyway, in September of 2007, Stacy attempted to frame her daughter Ashley for killing both her deceased husbands. Wow, she's a peach. In order to do this, she attempted to murder Ashley and make the killing look like a suicide. And she even drafted a fraudulent confession to be found with her lifeless body if she succeeded. One night,
bitch is going all out.
She's a ruthless bitch. Wow. And by the way, I just want to preface something real fast. When we say the word bitch, I hope that everyone doesn't take that as some sort of a female, like derogatory, whatever. Because if this was a dude, I'd be like, this person's a bitch. Okay, we're just using it in that.
No, it's because she's a fucking bitch.
Yeah, exactly. So
we're not. Yeah, no,
we're not sitting there
not.
trying to be like inflammatory towards women or anything like that. So don't think that that's what's happening.
Just
here.
this particular woman.
Just this bitch.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, exactly. So now one night, the former let's see. So wait, the mom served Ashley an alcoholic drink loaded with a lethal dose of painkillers. Okay.
Yeah.
Stacy's younger daughter, Bree, found Ashley the next morning and took her to the hospital. When the authorities questioned Ashley about the forged suicide note and the deaths of her father and stepfather, she maintained her innocence. Stacy was arrested and charged with second-degree murder, second-degree attempted murder, and a plot to present a forged will. This is the daughter.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Wait, is that the daughter? No, that's the mom. Hold on. I think I misspoke. I just want to make sure that that's the mom. My apologies. Sorry. Ashley is the daughter. The mom was arrested, okay? And she was found guilty on one count of second-degree murder for David's poison homicide and an additional count of attempted second-degree murder of Ashley. A month later, on Tuesday, March 5th, she was sentenced to 51 years to life in prison. And regarding the crime, she told 2020 anchor David Muir or whatever, quote, "I did not kill Michael Wallace. I did not kill David Castor. I did not try to kill my daughter, period. And I will never say that I did, ever." Some good news. On June 11th of 2016, Stacy was found dead from a heart attack in her jail cell.
Oh, that's a shame.
Passing away at 48. Authorities ruled that there was no foul play involved, and the information came from theussun.com. And I've actually seen
no foul play, huh?
Yeah, I've actually seen either an episode on that of something I've watched or whatever, but I've seen that story before where they actually had the mom talking and the daughter like, this is what happened. Yeah, it's fucking crazy. Then we have Marianne Cotton. Oh boy, we're going all the way back to 1832 to 1873. That's when she was around.
Ooh-wee.
Marianne Cotton is thought to be Britain's first female serial killer. She is suspected of having murdered around 21 people using arsenic as a way of claiming life insurance payments. Over the course of her life, she moved around England and, quote-unquote, lost 21 people close to her, including 3 husbands, a lover, a friend, her mother, and 11 children.
Like she lost them? Like they just, like she misplaced them?
Yeah, she couldn't find them. Like, oh, where are my 11 kids? Damn it. Yeah.
Like, she's like, man, I found my car keys, but where the fuck are my kids?
Right, exactly. Like, yeah.
Car keys in 1842 or whatever.
No, I'm going to say
I don't know. Whatever.
Well, they all died suddenly of stomach fevers. 11 of her kids, man. Get the fuck out of here. Unsurprisingly, Cotton became the focus of rumor. She was eventually arrested after a suspicious doctor tested the remains of one of her victims and discovered, which one? What do you think it is?
Ooh, this was the 1800s?
Late 1800s, correct.
I'm gonna go with arsenic on this one.
Yeah.
All right.
We should totally start a new segment called How'd They Die? That would actually be dark and fucked up, but entertaining, I think.
I would have fun with that one.
Right. I think it'd be entertaining. So Cotton was tried in 1873 and protested her innocence. In spite of the likely scale of her crime, she was only convicted of one killing, her stepson, Charles Edward Cotton. And then she was hanged in 1873. Well, that's what we should do. We should do that too. Like, how did they die? It should be like how they were executed.
Yeah.
But in 1873, you pretty much had like hanging or
firing squad. Guillotine? Do they have the guillotine there?
I was going to say guillotine. Yeah, the guillotine actually didn't stop. I think France was the last one to use it back in like the early, like 1960, I think.
I was going to say, it was like pretty recent.
Yeah, we've talked about it before. I think it was like, it's either 1950s or 1960s was like the last time they actually used the guillotine, which is fucking wild. Okay, next up, and we've talked about this lady before.
I'm going to find out that. I'm going to look that up.
And this name should sound pretty familiar here. On October 11th of 1985, Betty Lou Beets was found guilty of shooting her fifth husband, Jimmy Don, and faking his death in a boating accident in August of 1983. During the investigation, a search of her home revealed the body of another husband found buried in a garage. He had also been shot, but Beets was never tried for his murder. Beets' son testified against her in court in the case of Jimmy Don's murder. After 10 years of appeals, the great-grandmother was executed by lethal injection. Yep.
So last legal execution by guillotine, 1977.
77? That was later than I thought. I was alive.
September 10th, 19th. You were.
I was
That's
a year
ridiculous.
old, dude. Holy shit.
It was a guy who was convicted of kidnapping, torturing, and murdering a 21-year-old girl whom he forced into prostitution in France.
It was in France, so yeah. So I knew that.
And then 4 years later, in 1981, France abolished the death penalty.
That's fucking crazy. Well, at least that guy definitely deserved it, so fuck him.
They got one last head chopping in.
Yeah, fuck him. Then we have Helen Golay and Olga Rutterschmidt. Oh, boy.
Oh.
Golay and Rutterschmidt conspired to befriend men. Huh?
Do you remember that old skit on Saturday Night Live where what's his name was Robert Goulet, and he would just be like Goulet?
No, I do not remember that one.
It was Will Ferrell. I think it was Will
of course
Ferrell.
it was.
Be like Goulet.
Well, these two,
It's so good.
They like to befriend men down on their luck, house them, open bank accounts in their names, then take out life insurance policies in their names with themselves as the benefactors. The duo was finally caught after police spotted similarities between two supposedly accidental deaths in which both women were associated with the victims. In all, they'd taken out nearly $7 million in insurance policies.
Holy shit. When was this?
I don't have a date on that one. So look up Golay and Rutterschmidt if you could fucking have fun with that one.
Goulet.
Goulet. Then we have Janie Gibbs. Georgia grandmother Janie Gibbs was arrested for the murder of her husband, 3 sons, and a grandson in 1967. She was not convicted of feeding her family members rat poison until 1976. Deemed unfit to stand trial, Gibbs spent 8 years in a state mental facility. She was sentenced to life for each of the 5 murders. According to newspaper reports, Gibbs said at the time, quote, "I don't know why I did it. I love them all."
Okay, I tried spelling it out and I got nothing. So I clearly was not even close. How do you spell at least one of their names, please?
Golay is Golay. Helen, Helen.
Golay.
Yeah. Dude,
And
this chick,
okay, there it is.
this Janie Gibbs,
Oh shit, that was recent.
really when?
2008.
Yeah, well, there you go. So the Janie Gibbs, in 1999, she received a medical release from prison, suffering from advanced Parkinson's disease, and she currently lives in a nursing home in Douglasville, Georgia.
Wow.
That's crazy. She literally
And
killed...
how many people did she kill?
She killed her husband, 3 sons, and a grandson.
And she's not in prison.
She's not in prison. She's out.
Oof.
Yeah. That's
I
fucking...
guess if she's like essentially invalid at that point where she can't live on her own and she's got to be in a whatever, I guess.
Yeah.
What's the point? She needs care. They're not going to do that shit in prison.
Right. Next up, we have Alfred Sugar Blauensteiner. How is your nickname Sugar if your name is
sounds hot.
Alfred Blauensteiner? So this
Sounds hot, dude.
she's Austrian too, so the accent is Alfred Blauensteiner. I like to call her Sugar.
Sugar.
She's sugar to me.
Give me some sugar.
Get to the sugar. Do it. Alfred, I love you. So this Austrian widow confessed to 5 murders during her 1996 court hearings, including her second husband's and stepfather's. Blauensteiner also befriended elderly victims, then poisoned them after persuading them to alter their wills, making her a benefactor. She was sentenced to life in prison in 1997, and she died of a brain tumor in 2003 in a Vienna hospital. Holy shit. And those previous ones there were all taken from CNBC.com. So now, we're going to finish this whole crazy shit off with a pretty crazy tale here.
All right, let's hear it.
This is the story of a person by the name of Vera Renci, and this comes from Wikipedia. And we do love Wikipedia. By the way, guys, if you do happen to use Wikipedia out there, this is not a paid advertisement anyway, but they survive by people donating. So I don't know if you ever notice on there, they don't really have ads. They don't have anything like that. They survive by donations.
But at the same time, take it with a grain of salt.
Correct. Yeah, everything in there is kind of... You should always do more research than just use Wikipedia, but it is a good starting point. Right. And I do recommend even throwing them like 5, 10, whatever bones, just to support them. Or don't and just give us your money. Either way.
That's even better because then we can keep Wikipedia going.
Correct, which I actually do. I use some of the funds that we get from our Patreon or whatever. I actually use that for Wikipedia. Like I just donate to them. Yeah,
that's nice.
Yeah, yeah. Fuck your health insurance.
Fair.
No, not health insurance anymore. What is it? Life insurance.
Life insurance.
Yeah, that's what we're shooting for now. Yeah, okay. Yeah. All right, so according to Wikipedia, according to some accounts, Renci was born in Bucharest in 1903. But in view of the dates of her alleged crimes, a date in the late 19th century would be more appropriate. The accounts of her life are lacking in verifiable documentary supporting evidence. Her mother died when she was 13, and she moved with her father to... What the fuck word is this? I'm going to spell it first.
Okay.
Nagbeckskerek.
Nagbeckskerek.
Nagbeckskerek. I mean, that felt good.
Sounded good.
Which is actually known today as Zrenjanin in Serbia.
Oh.
Okay.
That's even better.
Which is except it's ZR. Oh boy. Where she attended a boarding school. Her father began to neglect her, and by the age of 15, she had become increasingly unmanageable and had frequently run away from home with numerous boyfriends, many of whom were significantly older than she was. Okay, so not the greatest beginnings.
No.
Shortly before the age of 20, her first marriage was to a wealthy Austrian banker named Karl Stick. I'm sorry. I put a T in there. It's just Schick. Yeah.
Karl Schick.
Yeah. Many
sounds
years
like a fucking villain in a movie.
I'm Karl Schick. Actually went to
and then
school.
like somebody would use his last name as like a pun at the end. Like, I don't know.
I'm tired of your Schick, Carl. Yeah. Actually went to school with a guy whose last name was Schick. Yeah. That's funny. So they had a son named Lorenzo. Renci poisoned Schick's wine with arsenic after she discovered that Schick may have been cheating on her. After approximately a year of mourning, she then declared that she had heard word of her supposedly estranged husband's death in a car accident. Shortly after allegedly hearing the news of her first husband's automobile accident, Wrenchy remarried, this time to a man nearer her own age. However, the relationship was a tumultuous one, and Wrenchy was again plagued by the suspicion that her new husband was involved in extramarital affairs.
Oh, boy.
Can I get a...
Can.
After only months of marriage, the man vanished, and Wrenchy then told friends and family that he had abandoned her. After a year had passed, she then claimed to have received a letter from her husband proclaiming his intentions of leaving her forever. This was her last marriage. So let's see. If we're keeping count here, first dude, he was in a car accident. Second dude, he sent me a letter and he's going to leave me.
Oh, boy.
Although Wrenchy did not remarry, she spent the next several years carrying out a number of affairs, some clandestine with married men and others openly. The men came from an array of backgrounds and social positions. All vanished within months, weeks, in some cases even days after becoming romantically involved with her. When connected to men she was openly having an affair with, she invariably concocted stories of them being unfaithful and having abandoned her. Seems like an ongoing thing.
Ran off with the maid.
She was caught after having poisoned her last lover, a bank officer named, Milorad.
Milrod.
Okay. I guess. His wife reported his disappearance to the police.
My wife?
Who ignored her. Shit. Damn it. Nevertheless, she pursued her own investigation and rapidly found that Vera was her husband's mistress. She went back to the police, who sent 2 inspectors to the chateau. She admitted to them that Milorad had been her lover. But now he claimed that
she's like, my husband disappeared. Like, nah, no, he didn't. You're fine. Like, what the fuck?
Wait, who is this again? No, my husband. Who? My husband, Milorad.
No. Stop calling us, you crazy broad.
Stop calling his number. So now she had admitted that, that she was that Milorad's lover, but she claimed that he actually left her. So impressed by her beauty, wealth, and excellent reputation, the police abandoned their search. The wife went back to the police and started to ask questions which should have been asked long before. Where was her husband? Where was their son? What happened to the numerous other men who knew her as lovers and also disappeared? The police went back to see her. Not only did she then deny that Milorad was her lover, which, remember, she already said that he was, but the police had proof, a love letter sent by her to this dude, to Milorad. The police got a search warrant and discovered a locked round cellar underground. In it were 35 spaces, each with a zinc-lined coffin inside. In the middle of the cellar was a red armchair, a big church candle, and an empty bottle of champagne. She told them that the coffins contained family members, but they insisted on opening one coffin. Inside, they found the decomposed body of a man. Upon opening the rest, they found the same thing. After she was arrested, she confessed that she had poisoned every one of them with arsenic when she was suspected they had been unfaithful to her or when she believed their interest in her was waning. She also confessed that on occasion, she liked to sit in the armchair surrounded by the coffins of all of her former fucking lovers.
That seems crazy.
She was convicted of 35 murders and sentenced to death. But Yugoslavia did not execute women at the time. She was instead condemned to life in prison. During her trial, she started showing signs of schizophrenia. In prison, she began to talk to her victims, and she died in 1960. Early childhood friends described Wrenchy as having an almost pathological desire for constant male companionship and possessing a highly jealous and suspicious nature.
Suspicious.
Oh, it's suspicious, Shiggy.
It's super suspicious.
It's super sweet. God damn it.
Super suspiciously sweet.
Super sweet suspicious. So Wrenchy did not socialize much and only interacted with gentlemen that she invited over for dinner or to have sex with. According to Hannah Scott, Wrenchy was considered, quote, a tragic figure in the community who could not keep a husband or a lover. Oh boy, that's I've never heard.
She could not keep a husband or a lover. It's because she fucking killed him.
I have never heard of that story before. That is fucking wild.
Okay.
Holy shit. Now, of course, all of that shit's nuts. And during our research, we actually came across this lovely young woman and started to dig, no pun intended. And it was just too crazy not to include. But everything you've heard isn't even the crazy part. The crazy part is that there is some information on Wikipedia, numerous articles about her, many podcasts covered her as a topic, and the Discovery Channel even has a segment on its show, Deadly Women, about her. But the funny thing is, she probably didn't exist.
Got him.
Quote, when her ghastly crimes were found out in 1925, Wrenchy was sentenced to life in prison. There's just one problem with all of this. There's virtually no evidence that Wrenchy ever existed at all. Oh, to be sure, you can find plenty of information about her online. She is, after all, reputed to have been possibly the most prolific female serial killer of the 20th century. And this all comes from thelineup.com. So there's plenty to read about Wrenchy online. She's even got a Wikipedia entry, which lists her alleged dates of birth and death, tells about her childhood in Bucharest, the whole deal, which we just read. Pick at any of those details, however, and the whole story begins to unravel. Take the birth, for example, birth date. Wikipedia alleges that Wrenchy was born in 1903. Given that she was married twice and supposed to have knocked off more than 30 lovers, in addition to her 2 husbands and a 10-year-old son, all by 1925, well, she would have had to get an awfully early start, even for those days. Yeah, she would have been 22 after...
With a 10-year-old son.
And killing 30 people.
Yeah. Yeah.
But there are photos of Wrenchy online as well. And they all seem to be the same person, which suggests that they aren't just random images pulled from old photo archives. So if she didn't exist, who's in those pictures?
I don't know.
Well, they are a woman named Vera from around the right time. That much is true. It's just that they're actually Vera. Oh boy, this fucking name. Vera Fyodorovna Komisarjevskaya.
What the fuck is...
I'm not even going to spell it. But she was a famous Russian stage actress who lived from 1864 through 1910. A safe enough person to use for your Romanian femme fatale. After all, as she was famous enough that that there would be plenty of photographs of her to choose from. But so famous.
Not many people would know who she was.
But not everyone would know who she is.
Gotcha.
And she lived before movies, so there's not any risk of seeing her in any moving pictures or anything like that and having given it away.
And she never made it to the talkies?
Correct. And there's a lot more on the article on thelineup.com, and we would encourage you all to go read it. Moody, you got me, you son of a bitch. At any rate, there is much debate over the validity of this tale and this woman's crimes. Was she real? Maybe. Maybe not. Definitely something worth delving into if you have the time. If you do, take what you read and hear with a grain of salt, as the details have been twisted throughout the years and retellings. And if you check out the Wikipedia article, you will see that almost every fact is leveled with citation needed. I read that. There was one in there that I was looking.
Yep. Yeah.
Which is why we wanted to read, this specific article to you guys. And whether it's real or not, it's a crazy fucking story.
Yeah. Yeah, dude.
And now, boys and girls, it's your favorite part of the show, the movie review. Which top 10 movies will make the cut today?
All right, and we are in the movies. Good job on that one, man. You definitely got me. But it's weird, though, because as I'm going through it, I'm like, why have I'm such a nerd when it comes to this shit. I mean, I mentioned a few times, like, oh, yeah, I saw this, and I knew that story, I knew this. And then all of a sudden, I'm reading this thing, and I'm going, this sounds way too insane for me not to have heard it.
Yeah, it's crazy, because I started reading it, too, and I thought the same thing.
Fucking insane. Good job, buddy. All right, so today in the movie section, we are going to be discussing Let's see. Best movies about women serial killers. Let's see here. Starting on I guess we're just doing 9. This is on movieweb.com. So we're going to start at number 9 here. And this movie is called, oh boy, Prevenge.
Prevenge?
Prevenge. It's from 2016. Okay. It's a 2016 comedy slasher film from Alice Lowe, who wrote, directed, and stars in the movie. The plot follows a pregnant widow named Ruth whose husband died in a climbing accident. She comes to believe that her fetus is a psychopath, compelling her to get revenge for her husband by killing the people who were present when he died. Wait, what the fuck is going on here?
I mean, it sounds hilarious.
The project was praised by critics for its mix of black comedy and horror, and Lowe, well known for her role in the hit TV show Black Mirror, was equally celebrated for her directorial debut. She was nominated for the Douglas Hickox Award at the British Independent Film Awards and won the Monster Innovation Award at Monster Fest 2016. Lowe herself was pregnant during filming, and her 10-year-old daughter Della played the newborn baby in the movie.
Wow.
I kind of want to watch that.
It has a 92% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, I got to watch that. That sounds too crazy for me not to watch.
Yeah, for real.
Number 8 on our list from 1980. Friday the 13th, the original. The original Friday the 13th, one of the most iconic American slasher films of all time, stars Betsy Palmer as Mrs. Voorhees. A grieving mother who is revealed to be the culprit behind the murders of several teenage summer camp counselors. And I'm not going to read any more because if you don't know what this movie is, just punch yourself in the mouth.
I agree.
There you go. Moving on. Number 7, 2013, Under the Skin.
I've heard of this. I haven't seen it.
Ooh, this got my girl in it, though. An alien entity inhabits the body of a woman, Scarlett Johansson, on Earth in the 2013 film Under the Skin. She wanders the streets of Scotland with only one goal, to use her feminine wiles to captivate lonely and unwilling men and send them to an otherworldly dimension to be consumed.
So this is, do you remember the movie Species?
That's what I was just going to say.
Like the same kind of thing. Really hot chick, lures dudes in, she's an alien, then she fucking kills them.
Yeah, that's what this reminds me of. However, earthly existence begins to change for this alien visitor, who discovers herself to be a human, a situation that leads to tragic and terrifying consequences. Oh. I ain't never heard of that one. Number 6.
Heard of it, yeah.
From 1976. Any guesses? 1976. Women we'll call them serial killers, mass murderers, maybe at a prom.
Carrie?
Good job. Carrie from 1976. Carrie is a 1976 American horror thriller and was directed by Brian De Palma, written by Lawrence D. Cohen, and based on the novel of the same name by renowned author Stephen King. The titular character is played by acclaimed actress Sissy Spacek, who was nominated for the Academy Award for Best Actress for the role. Carrie is a teenage recluse who is often harassed by her classmates. One day, following an incident in the gym showers, the young girl discovers that something is beginning to change in her and decides she is going to take revenge on all of those who hurt her. The movie's so good.
Yeah, it's good.
The remake was meh. I mean, I'm not a big fan of remakes.
They've remade it a couple, actually.
Have they really? I just remember
I guess so. One of them was technically a sequel. I think they had a Carrie 2. It was like a sequel back in like the 90s or early 2000s or something.
Which I'm sure was great.
It wasn't great.
Yeah.
It had what's the dude's name in it? He was one of the guys he was in Mallrats. Jeremy
Ben Affleck.
He was like one of the main dudes in Mallrats.
Jason Lee?
Jason Lee. No, not Jason Lee. What the fuck is his name? It's trying to kill me.
Bob.
Could be Bob.
Jay.
It's not Bob.
Well, while you think about it, this is from.
I'm not thinking. I'm looking it up because I can't remember.
This is from 1990. Okay. This is also another Stephen King original book that turned into a movie, and I'll just give you 2 words: broken ankles.
Okay, that's Misery.
Hey.
And Jason London.
Jason London. Yeah, I don't know if I know who that is.
You'd know him if
I saw him. Yeah. So Misery is a fantastic movie.
He's in Dazed and Confused.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay.
And Out Cold, if you've ever seen that movie.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about now.
Jeremy London is the one. It's his brother that's in Mallrats.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
I know,
what it is.
I know what you're talking about.
Yep.
So the 1990 Rob Reiner psychological thriller, rest in peace, Rob Reiner, damn it, Misery, based on the Stephen King novel of the same name. James Caan plays a famous novelist named Paul Sheldon who finds himself at the mercy of his biggest fan, Annie Wilkes, played by Kathy Bates.
Good, dude.
And boy,
So good.
did she play a fucking crazy person
That's such a good movie.
perfectly. He wakes up in Annie's house without knowing how or why he is there. She explains to him that after a heavy snowfall, his car went off the road and that she saved his life. However, very soon, Annie's seemingly cozy home turns into a dark prison for the writer. If you guys haven't seen that, I don't know what's wrong with you, but
It's really good.
get out there
Go
and
watch it.
Yes. Here's one I don't know. Number 4, Tragedy Girls from 2017. It's a horror comedy directed by Tyler McIntyre that features Brianna Hildebrand, Alexandra Shipp, Craig Robinson, and Josh Hutcherson, among others.
Craig Robinson's in it. It's
Yeah,
gotta be
what?
great.
It follows
He's awesome.
the story of Sadie and Michaela, two teenagers so obsessed with making it big on social media that they decide to hatch a macabre plan. Kidnap Lowell, a serial killer, to train them in the art of horror so they can become famous on the internet by creating their own show about real tragedies. Seems prevalent. It's 2017, too.
Interesting.
Okay, now I have seen this one. This is from 2019. This movie, I hated it. It's Ma. Have you seen that?
I have. Is that the what's her name? The black lady, and then like all the like the high school or college kids or whatever, like hanging
Where
out at her.
she's trying to be cool with them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So
I
basically,
don't remember it enough to tell you. Well, I guess that probably means that I didn't really enjoy it that much, but like I don't remember it enough to I remember the premise of it, but I don't remember it enough.
Well, I'm going to give you the premise of it in just my own words. So basically, this older lady, she had a pretty rough like high school whatever, so she started hanging out with these high school kids and like bringing them over to her house and getting them drunk and hanging out with them and partying,
stuff,
but then got real clingy and real weird, and when they didn't want to be around her anymore, she decided that she wanted to snap off and like kill them. That's basically the whole premise of it.
Right.
I didn't like it, but whatever. Number 2 from 2021, Titan.
Oh my god, dude, that movie.
Have you for real seen this?
I've never seen the whole movie, but there is a scene in that movie that is like infamous at this point because basically the chick bangs a car.
Okay. It's a French horror film.
Yeah.
And directed by Julia Ducournau. First released in 2021, the film turned the director into the second woman in history to take home the Palme d'Or at Cannes Film Festival. Ducournau, I'm sure I'm butchering that name, creates an extreme nightmare unlike anything you would expect from a horror film, making the audience squirm in their seats. According to some critics, it was the weirdest film of 2021. Okay, I'm going to read this just to see if they talk about it. The film follows the story of Alexia, who suffered a childhood car accident that left her with trauma, a titanium plate in her skull, and a strange affection for cars. Oh
There
boy.
you go.
Now working as a show dancer, she has committed several serial murders, and in an attempt to hide from the police, she impersonates the son of Vincent, who has been missing for 10 years. After she changes her look, Vincent takes Alexia in thinking... Okay, so Vincent takes Alexia into thinking she is his son, Adrian, although no one around him seems to believe it. Then, Titan takes the body horror to the next level when Alexia gets pregnant from her relationship with a car.
Yeah, there you go.
What?
Yep.
I'm moving on. Number 1 on this list. This is an awesome movie, mainly because it's based off of a real story. 2003, based off of a female serial killer, has a beautiful woman that made herself ugly as shit for it.
Oh, fucking Monster.
Monster, yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
In 2003, director Patty Jenkins released a biographical crime drama called Monster, based on the real-life serial killer of Eileen Wuornos. Charlize Theron plays Eileen, a suicidal sex worker who meets a woman named Selby Well, who is Christina Ricci, in a gay bar. Selby becomes her partner and confidant to Eileen after she kills one of her clients. She later goes on to rob and murder an additional 6 men over the course of the next year before finally getting caught by police. Great movie. One of the few that I'm like, okay, they did a good job in conveying on what this person actually did without it being like full documentary style. You know?
Yeah, and they it's the crazy thing is, if you look into her and like what she did, she claims that every murder that she committed was self-defense because she was being like sexually abused or raped or whatever.
We've talked about her, and I think if we go back into the bonuses, we may have actually had her freaking out before she was put to death, and talking about like how the government, like she should have been in a mental institution. Okay.
Yeah.
She shouldn't have just been put to death. She honestly had issues. Obviously, she did a bunch of bad shit. She basically claimed that every one of these dudes was trying to kill her or whatever, so she killed them instead. And she had a lot of problems. But yeah, that is it's a great movie regardless. And freaking
it is.
My girl Charlize, woo, man, they made her. I didn't know it was her when I first watched it. I had no idea.
It's ridiculous. Like, if you didn't know that it was her, you'd never.
Yeah, it's crazy. Great movie. All right, so that's it. We talked about Black Widows today. Both kinds of them. And hopefully it threw you guys for a little bit of a loop, especially that little twist at the very end, thanks to Moody. Appreciate that, brother. Make sure to stop over to our official website, themidnighttrainpodcast.com. At our website, you can buy some super sweet merchandise. Super sweet merchandise. Super.
What were we saying before?
I don't remember now. I swear to God. Where you can find all kinds of new shirts. One coming up for sure, which is going to be our Squire G t-shirt.
Squire G.
You can also get the Sasquatch and Mothman Cuddle Buddy shirt, the Travelin' John shirt, as well as so many other ones that are over there.
Did we get through a whole episode without a Travelin' John reference?
We did actually get through an entire episode. I think because the only thing I talked about traveling possibly was West Virginia, where I'm from. And
have you Japan? You've never been to Japan?
I have not been to Japan. I have not.
Oh, see, that's why.
I do want to go.
There was no relevant travel experience.
I did say we did talk about England, but we're not going to talk about it. So let's just keep moving on. We've made it this far.
Who was it?
Yeah, the one lady that was like England's serial killer lady or whatever who killed a bunch of people. Yeah, we mentioned it earlier. It's fine.
That was in one of the quick hitters, wasn't it?
Yeah. So listen, if you like what you heard from us, consider being a show producer by heading over to themidnighttrainpodcast.com and clicking on the Patreon button at the very top of the page, or go to Patreon, that's patreon.com/The Midnight Train Podcast. And for as little as $5 a month, you can get all kinds of cool stuff like a custom shirt, poster, custom stickers, bonus episodes, and way more. So if you're a diehard Midnight Train fan and you want to help produce this shit, hey, listen, get on over there and sign up. And plus, Moody, he wants some life insurance. If you want to make a single...
Well, actually, I don't know. I'm second guessing and considering not worrying about life insurance at this point.
Well, it's not for you anyway. It's for them, right?
I don't want to die because of it, though.
Oh, is it what you're saying? After this?
Maybe I don't need life insurance.
That is true. You did say that you don't have anything, so maybe you're better off
I
that
have
way.
nothing.
Right?
I have nothing.
I have nothing. If I don't have you. I'm finishing it, folks. If I don't have you. All right, we're good. I had to get it all out. So if you want to make a single one-time donation to the show, you can also do that at PayPal and use the email address themidnighttrainpodcast@gmail.com.
A one-time donation of like $1 million would go a long way.
Yeah, it would. Because we both not even worry about jobs anymore. We'd just be doing this.
Nope.
Perhaps on a beach someplace. Most importantly, share the Midnight Train with everyone, please.
Lake Erie Beaches?
Yeah, not the Lake Erie Beach. No. Obviously, word of mouth is how we get more passengers on the train, and we continue to bring you guys episodes, and we can keep doing this. Don't forget to follow us on all the socials: Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. Just look up the Midnight Train, and you'll find us on there. Midnight Train Podcast. You'll find us. And if you listen on Spotify, make sure to rate us over there, and Apple, podcasts, anywhere where you can rate, please rate us 5 stars or whatever they do there. And if it's less than that, then just don't do it. You know what I mean? Just don't. Don't waste your time.
Yeah, we don't need all the negativity.
Right.
Okay?
We're negative enough. We don't need your guys' bullshit.
That's true. We are.
That's true. Reviews are, of course, amazing, and we just need more of them. So just keep going with that. We can't thank you guys enough for listening, for being here, for following what we've been doing for as many years as we've been doing this now. And you guys you're just freaking awesome. So thank you very much for listening. And a very special thank you to our fearless executive producer, Patreon first-class passengers. We will call them poopers because they are badass. I turned it down. It's still loud. To Courtney Batchelor, Mike's Inner Juggalo. It's an amazing name, by the way. Love that. Jen Holbrook, William Santiago, Randy Corwin, Meredith Griffiths, Joel Valerio, Whitney Stevens, A. Mullet 2, Emily McCobb, Amanda Carruthers. It's either A. Mullet 2, I talked about this last time, or it's Amulet 2, but the A and the M are both capitalized.
Are there 2 L's or 1?
1.
Then it's Amulet.
But it's okay, whatever. Amulet 2 or a mullet. A mullet sounds better anyways. Anyway, so Emily McCobb, Amanda Carruthers, Patrick Jones. He should have a mullet.
Oh, he does. He has a hockey mullet, and it's fucking amazing.
Fuck yeah, he does. Robert Clark, Amy Moses, Ibrahim Moises, Samuel Beaver, Chelsea Benz, Timothy Moore, Jacob Knoll, Ms. P., Cassandra Fuentes, Jake T., Tim Karras, Zoe Miller, Tracy Valancourt, Edgar Rodriguez, Jenny Wynn, Riley Griffin, Amanda C., Nathan Diekman, Caitlin McKinney, damn it, Miles Campbell, Brian Gunzelman, Pumpkin Escobar, Janet Sherrill, Justin Kowalczyk, Maria Gibbs, Chainsaw.
What the fuck?
Sorry. Katie Brabenik, and of course, our boy, Bill Birch.
Oh, well, good for you.
So spread the word, and if you want your name to be mentioned on the show and for us to be forever grateful, become a Patreon producer. Okay, stay safe out there, passengers, and as always, until next time, keep questioning, keep exploring, and never stop seeking the truth. And choo-choo, motherfuckers!
Now go home and get your fucking shine box.
I have nothing.
Squire G, velvet in the gutter, silver tongue, ink on the glove.